Good afternoon, class. This video is for ESLL310, page 17, the use of tag questions. All right, and so what this means here is tag questions are formed by either A, adding a negative question to an affirmative statement, or B, adding an affirmative question to a negative statement. You work here, don't you? You've taken this course, haven't you? You don't like spicy food, do you? You won't tell them, will you? You can use tag questions to persuade others to agree with your view. There is a shortage of clean drinking water. It's worrying, isn't it? This computer costs too much, doesn't it? Create a connection with the audience. You get a good grade, so you buy something new. You've all done this, haven't you? She saved enough money for a trip to Europe. You'd like that, wouldn't you? A couple of things that I would point out first when looking at this. The simple part, affirmative statement. So you work here, don't you? Negative, right? Or you can ask a negative, or you can make a negative statement with a positive question or affirmative question. You don't like spicy food, do you? Okay, so something to point out that is important, you have taken, that is a past participle. So that having you would be the opposite, right? You work, present, simple present. Don't you is going to be a simple present. So you want to keep the tenses the same. You don't like spicy food, simple present. Same thing here. Do you? Simple present. Okay. You won't tell them, future. Okay. So this is a future tense. Will you? So you want to keep the tenses the same. For example, I really enjoy, or you really enjoy pizza, right? Or let's just remove really, an adverb here, just to simplify it. You, subject plus verb. You enjoy. This is going to be simple present. You enjoy pizza. Our subject will stay the same because we're talking to the same person, right? Or about the same subject. So in this case, I mean, I guess the obvious thing is this will be a negative answer. But which one do we use? Don't you, haven't you, doesn't it, right? Wouldn't you? And so again, taking a look at this, subject plus verb written in the simple present. So we want to make the opposite here to be more convincing, right? To try and get somebody to agree with our view or to make that connection with the audience. The negative question format for simple present is going to be do or does, or do, does, not, right? In this case, because the subject is you, do not you, no, don't you. Of course, it is a contraction, but you will not say do not you, don't you. Okay, so notice here the negative tag questions, they're all contractions. Okay, in this case, that is very important. You work here, though we know contractions are the same as the two words together, it would not work. Same thing as if I said, is she cooking? Yes, she's is going to be incorrect. Yes, she is, right? We don't have contractions put together in this positive statement. So in this case, the tag questions, we're not going to separate it. and you're going to use it as a contraction. You've taken this course, have not you? No, haven't you? Okay. Again, the meanings are the same as far as speaking, contractions in this case. Okay. So just again, a few more examples. You will cook. Or I'm sorry, I will cook. Let's just say he. He will cook. Our subject is the same here. Our tag question, we don't have to repeat our verb. We just want to make sure we get the tense right. So doesn't he? This is not correct. A doesn't is going to be simple present. He will cook, future. So we want to make negative for future tense, will cook, will not cook, or won't, right? Again, very important that that's a contraction because will not he does not work. He will cook, will not he. I've never met a person that said that. Again, listening and speaking class, won't he would be the correct form. He will cook, won't he? Okay. He doesn't like working. So again, to identify our question here, subject is he. We repeat that. Ask yourself, is this positive or negative, and in what tense? This is negative, so this has to be positive. This is negative, in what tense? Does, doesn't is the simple present. So we're going to make this simple present positive, or doesn't, does he? He doesn't like working, does he? Okay. Of course, we ask this part to whomever we're talking to say, hey, you agree with that, right? So hopefully this helps out. This is again ESLL310, High Intermediate Listening and Speaking, page 17, unit 1. Any questions, please contact me. Thank you very much.